I don't know, should I put a little, like a big t-shirt? Look, I'm actually looking a little skinnier this morning, so let me tell you all the news. So my last live was very sad, I'm about to do some makeup with y'all. We'll start it. So my last live, if you didn't watch it, let me go over a little bit of what happened. I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but it's a big role in what's going on right now. So what happened it was April 12th. I had went to the hospital because I was bleeding, right? And trigger warning, okay, this is going to be talking about pregnancy, miscarriage, loss of, all that stuff. So please click out if you are not, if you're going through that and you just don't want to hear about anything like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so April 12th, I was experiencing heavy bleeding, kind of like a period, and let me just state that I have been pregnant I was 9 weeks and 4 days pregnant. And I had went in like maybe, I think it was the 31st of March for bleeding too. And I had found out that I had a subchorionic hemorrhage, which is very common in pregnancy. The first trimester is what I was told, and that it heals on its own. So it's not much to worry about because it wasn't too big at the time. So I experienced bleeding again on April 12th, and I didn't feel good about it. I was like, no, I need to go to the hospital. And I went through the tests. First of all, let me tell you, hi, how are you doing? Hey. You only watched the beginning of the live? Okay. Oh, okay, I saw your comment, yeah. So let me tell you, so, because there's new news now, so, but thank you for watching. So they had to take my blood, right, to see what my HCG levels were. And, it took them a minute to get blood from me. It took them almost an hour. And I understand I used to be an IV user many, many years ago. And, I have scar tissue. It's very hard. And, I told them that this is the spot where I got anesthesia when I had surgery. Like, this is where they, to go. And they had to get the ultrasound out for my veins to just find a vein. They poked me like 4 times. It was rough. They had to go through my fingers. They actually had to go through these. It was, yeah. So had to go through that, whatever. And they brought me back for ultrasound, Everything was good. Baby's 9 weeks, 4 days, heartbeat's good. And, I'm thinking like everything's great. Like, thank God, like it's just the subchorionic hemorrhage. So what happened was, let me just get through this pretty fast. If you've watched the live already, my last one. So, I'm thinking everything's good, and then, oh, thank God it's just a subchorionic hemorrhage. Like, it got a little bigger from what I was seeing and stuff. And then, no, the doctor comes in, tells me straight to my face, good and bad news, baby's da-da-da-da, heartbeat, da-da-da-da. And bad news is, miscarriage is inevitable, like it's going to happen. I had asked this doctor 3 times, I said, so there's no like ifs or like, like this is for sure, you're 100% on this? And he said, yes, like it's inevitable. It's going to happen. I said, are you sure? Like, I just want to make sure, like, because the baby's heartbeat and stuff is still there. So he's like, yes, your HCG levels, that's the reason, dropped. So when that happens, when it drops as much as yours did, that means a miscarriage is happening. So I'm like, I literally cried, bawled my eyes out for so long. Days and days, weeks. And so I had called my OB, And I told my OB what was happening, what I was told. My OB said to come in on when did I go in? It was last Friday, I believe. So whatever date that was, I think it was the 25th. And I'm thinking like it's to go over, the procedure, what you have to do, if it's gonna happen, like if what they're gonna talk to me about, because I've never been through this. So I'm thinking they're gonna tell me to just either wait it out, or if I was too far, like, they're gonna give me the medicine to induce it, or like do the procedure. Like, I don't know, you have to go through stuff like that. So I'm thinking that's what the appointment's for. I go in and they do an ultrasound on me. I'm sitting there thinking like I really don't want to even look, because I knew I hadn't passed the baby yet. Like I knew like it was just sitting in me, like, and I didn't feel like pregnant like I did anymore. Like, my boobs, my breasts still, like, they were tender and stuff, but not as bad. I wasn't as tired as I was the first couple weeks of my pregnancy. Like I was so tired. So I didn't feel as pregnant as I did before. So I'm thinking this is really happening. I was so stressed, crying, because I'm like grieving my baby. And I'm looking at the ultrasound. All of a sudden, baby is moving. Baby is baby's alive. Like I tell the ultrasound tech, I'm like, so baby is alive right now. I start crying. I'm just like, oh my God, like what the like what? So baby is alive. I am 12 weeks today. I went through 2 weeks of thinking, like, of my whole world just crashing down, and like baby's healthy, everything's good, like great news. But I felt so much, like I felt very thankful, thank God, like wow, thank you so much, Lord. But I felt so much guilt of like okay, so for 2 weeks I'm thinking I'm losing my baby, and I'm bleeding through it too. So I'm thinking I'm getting a little bit of cramps. All along it was a subchorionic hemorrhage just coming out. My subchorionic hemorrhage got very small now. It's like barely there. So I really, I started to vape. I think I had a cigarette, like 1 or 2 cigarettes throughout the 2 weeks. Like, it's embarrassing to say, but I'm gonna just put it out there because it's true, it's real. So it completely caught me by surprise. I felt like I just learned, I felt like I just took a pregnancy test all over again, and I felt very late because now I'm 3 months and I'm like, I feel so late to everything now. Like 2 weeks of my pregnancy was taken away from me. And sadly, I'm a first-time mom. This is my first pregnancy, so I believed the medical professionals. I believed them. I'm like, and signs pointed to it. Like, I didn't feel as pregnant anymore. And if you look it up, between 8 and 12 weeks, your HCG levels do drop. They do. It's because your placenta starts to take over more of all that, from what I read. So it makes sense. It completely makes sense now. And I made a video on TikTok about it, and I'm like, because I didn't know how common it was, and best believe it's so common that this happens to people. So it's okay. I didn't know I was pregnant till 3 months, and I was smoking and drinking. You'll be okay. Thank you. A lot of people commented on my TikTok video saying the same type of stuff. So, it just hurts because I knew I was pregnant, and then I felt like I lost my baby, and I'm like, who do I have to live for now? Like, it's just me. I don't give a fuck if I drink or if I smoke, if I whatever, So I'm just like, oh, now it's like I put my baby through that, It's guilt, If I didn't feel that guilt, then I don't know. I feel like something would be wrong with me. But, I'm glad that people are saying it's gonna be okay, But yeah, I'm having a baby. I didn't know I was pregnant for 6 months with my second baby. Oh my God. See, that's crazy. I mean, I believe it because you only really, for me, I only felt really pregnant the first, like, I guess 9 weeks. And then after that, I started to feel more like I had more energy back. Like I didn't feel as bad, shitty. Like, when you're in your first trimester, it's like the roughest, I feel like. So, but yeah. So that's crazy. How did you not know? Were you on like birth control or something that's where you didn't get your period? Because I remember I didn't have my period for like 4 years. And that was because I had just gotten it back like last year, last February. Not this last February, but the February before. Because of like all the damage I did to my body with IV use, all that stuff. It took so long for me to get my cycle back. The doctors told me I wasn't. I finally had to go in and make my baby move. Yes, birth control. Wow. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like these doctors, I don't know. Like they're supposed to be medical professionals, and like in the ER, it was the OBGY, it was an OB doctor. It wasn't like a regular doctor going over my stuff. So it's just like, why would you even put someone that stress, me crying every day? Like I wasn't crying just like tears. I was crying out my chest, out my whole body was like, I'm like, crunched over crying to God. Like, it was such a terrible feeling to feel that, and thank God I have my baby still. But God, like I feel like that's such a huge amount of stress to put on a mom and say you 100% know this is gonna happen. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like there's not even a slight chance. No. Like it's gonna happen. Like how could you be so sure about something like that? To the point where I was like thinking I had some hope, but I'm like I made myself like dim that hope because I'm like I don't want to have hope and like hurt myself more. So I'd ignore that hope, that faith, that part of like, what if? Like, I'm like, no, they told me no, this is happening. So, but thank God everything's good now. Everything's fine and baby's healthy. But God, it's just like, I started to accept the fact that I wasn't going to be a mom anytime in the next so many months, So I was like, okay, like, I started to accept it. I'm like, I'm not pregnant anymore. Like you go through these stages, and then it's like, oh no, yeah, you're gonna be a mom. You have like 3 months. So what is it? 6 more months? Yeah, 6 months left. So it's like, nope, yeah, you definitely are, and I'm happy. I'm so happy because I really thought I couldn't get pregnant before this. I really thought like I wasn't able to, but God has other plans, and I am able to. Everything isn't textbook, though. Babies are miracles. They truly are. That's 100%. You live and you learn, When you have to kind of go through stuff to learn, So that's what I'm learning. Girl, let this go. Wait till baby gets bigger and does things like eat cat food. It goes on. Yeah, I know. I'm in for a lot. So I'm in for quite a bit in life. Quite a lot. So I know. I don't even know what's to come yet. I know that far. I don't know what's to come. I don't know how life is going to be. I know my whole life has changed. And it's not just me anymore. It's not just me and my man anymore. It's me and I don't know if it's a girl or boy yet. But it's me and baby and man. And God, of course. I'm just mostly it's all about baby. But also keeping myself afloat too so I can make sure everything's good for baby. But yeah. So I just wanted to come on here and let y'all know because I made that video of me crying my eyes out talking about how I had miscarried, and no, things have changed in the past 2.5 weeks. So yeah, thank you for everyone's support who watched my last live and who like commented and, you know, was a part of that, because at the time I really felt those emotions of going through losing, you know, your pregnancy. I felt all those emotions. Thankfully, I am lucky enough to still have my baby now, but you know, that was a hard 2 weeks of my life. Thank God it was only 2 weeks. But yeah. So I just wanted to let y'all know that, you know, pregnancy is still going on, and that if anyone else is going through a pregnancy right now, or is, you know, has a pregnancy in the future, you know, remember this video and think, you know, if you get told something like this from the ER or, you know, a doctor, always wait for a second opinion. Always. Do not just think it's the end right there. You know, just give it some time. Get that second opinion like a week or two later and just make sure. Because that stress and pain and, you know, whatever goes on, it's like, it's so unnecessary to have all that stress. You're going to feel stressed if you get told that. You're going to go through emotions, but, you know, wait it out. Make sure that, you know, that second opinion comes in and that you know, you just make sure. Because, and don't feel weird, don't feel shitty if you have hope after being told that, because like someone said in here, babies are a miracle. That's a whole life, you know, and I believe in God, and like, if the baby's heartbeat is still there, don't lose hope. Even if they can't find a heartbeat. I've heard of people, you know, where they're like, oh, there's no heartbeat, and they go back in to have, you know, to get checked and make sure, and no, the baby's fine and everything's good. So, you know, just pray and get through that and get that second opinion, you know. Good morning. But yeah, I'm trying to also find, like, because right now I'm serving, I'm trying to find a work from home job or like something around that, in that area, because serving is like, especially with the job I'm at right now, the side work is, I've never had a serving job where the side work is it's so much, you know, like side work is, you know, I get side work, but like to the point where it's like, you know, your whole body hurts after it. Like, oh my God, you're lifting all these things. I can't be doing it. So yeah, I want to find like a more chill, maybe work from home job, or like, I was thinking maybe go to like a hotel, work at a hotel, like or like the hospital. My friends work at the hospital, some of them, and they're like, come here, come work here. I don't know, that'd be cool. I always look back, sometimes I look back at my videos when I was dancing, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could make money like that again, you know. But that's so, it's so far gone in my life now. It's done. I'm gonna be a mom. I am a mom now, so it's like, I'm not gonna do that right now. Like, and no judgment towards anyone who is a parent doing that. I have no judgment at all. I'm just saying right now, for me in my life, I'm not gonna do that, especially while pregnant, because that's so much, like, that's so much work. And the place that I was dancing at, there's, you know, people smoking inside, and mentally it's draining, and it's just too much. So it's very stressful. I don't need that type of stress on me right now. But yeah, so I do miss the money though. I miss that a lot. But you know, doing it the right way for me, which that's where I'm at in life, is like, you know, dancing was just really hurting myself, you know. So I had to get out. So doing things more respectful to me, and like I'm Christian, so I feel a lot more like better in my faith, and you know, I don't know. But I did it for 5 years, so I don't judge nobody. I really don't. I do not. I mean, come on now. It was just time for me to get out. But okay, so where do I stay now? I moved back to my hometown, so I moved back down south. So like an hour south of where I was. So I was staying towards like Cocoa Beach before. Now I'm over in St. Lucie County. You're in Palm Beach. You need a mom friend? Oh my God, that's what I'm saying. Like I need to make mom friends. Hit me up on Instagram. What is my Instagram? I think it's just my name, Anastasia Cressalud. So I'll put my Instagram in the comments. Or can I put it here? How do I comment? I don't know how to even. I can start a poll. I'll just put Instagram, Anastasia. It might be either Anastasia K, like Kay, or just my name. You'll find me by my name. You'll see that it's me. And yeah, so I'm gonna start the poll, put it up there. That's the only way I could. But I love you too. So you're in Palm Beach. I don't have a car right now. I have my man's car, but he works in Palm Beach. He works in Palm Beach actually every freaking day. So, yeah. I'm working on getting the car right now. No, I deleted, well, I don't go on my dancing, so I was about to say TikTok, my dancing Instagram anymore. I kind of just like, I deleted it from being logged into. I think it's still there, but I don't go on it anymore. So you can't reach me through there, but through my personal one right there, you can. So hit me up on there. Just let me know. Your name's Rena, right? So yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now too, girl. Using my baby daddy's car. But he works in West Palm. He goes there super early. I'm about to say, like, I could get dropped off down there. I need to get a freaking car so bad. There's so much I need to do. There's so much I need to freaking do in life. Oh my God. Alright, so yeah, you can like screenshot that if you want and just add me. I don't even know how to do makeup anymore. I don't wear makeup like that anymore. It's just crazy. I used to wear so much makeup. I used to wear long ass eyelashes. I used to have my own eyelash brand. Like, what happened? I gained weight. Not just a little bit of weight. I gained some weight. I don't know. I don't. Doing makeup takes so much time. I'm okay with doing some natural makeup, but God, I don't know how I used to do makeup so like all the time, every day, like I used to. You're a stay-at-home mom, so okay. See, that's what I'm gonna end up having to be, because I know I'm gonna breastfeed. I know I'm gonna end up breastfeeding. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm not gonna just do it for like a month or two. I'm gonna do it for probably like a year, or a good amount of time. So I'm gonna have to be a stay-at-home mom, right? So that's why I'm saying I need to find a work from home job. Because ain't no way. Yeah, that's what, my best friend, she has 2 kids. She breastfed with both of them, and she's still breastfeeding with her daughter. Her daughter's like a year and a few months. And she does it right in front of me all the time, and it just seems so much better. You bond with your child more, and it's like making bottles all the time. No, let me just like put you here and you'll be good. If you're not a stay-at-home mom, I can see why like maybe doing the bottles and stuff is it's definitely easier if you're working a lot, but yeah, my plan is just to breastfeed. Yeah, girl, if you find one, let me know. If I find one, I'll let y'all know, because I feel like, work at home job, a remote job would be ideal for me right now, being pregnant, and just, for after I give birth. So that's just ideal. I don't want to have to leave my kid. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm going to be like really attached, and, so I don't think I can just like go back to work after whenever you're allowed to. I don't know. This is the things that I think, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I don't want to leave my baby. Like, where am I going to put him in daycare or wherever? I don't know. I want to spend my time with my baby. Some people will be saying that Disney is hiring. Really? The only babies for short time, so enjoy staying home with them. I get to soak in everything. That's what I'm saying. My best friend's a stay-at-home mom too, and like I just feel like, I don't know. Like you said, they're only babies for so long, And I don't know. It's my first child. I just want to enjoy every minute of it. So hopefully I can just find a remote job, or like just, I don't know. In this world nowadays, it's like you can't live off one income. Some people do, and but it's so hard to. So I hope to God I can find something to get me through while, after I give birth, because I don't want to go work a normal 9 to 5, be away from my baby for 8 hours a day and shit like that. Oh no, I just don't feel like I can do it. I don't know. I have no idea. But okay, I'm probably gonna hop off here. I just wanted to let y'all know and document this. And I'll probably, I don't know what other videos to make, honestly, right now. I feel like I haven't made an actual video in a long time, where I like sat, made a video, edited it, uploaded it. I've just been doing lives and very rarely, so I don't know, just let me know what y'all think you might want to see. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, hit me up on Instagram, girl. All right, bye guys. Peace, love, happiness, and like the video.